Now, in this part, we will learn about single and multi-dimensional arrays. We have learned a lot about 1D arrays. Now, we will now move to the 2D arrays or two-dimensional arrays. A 2D is a simplest form of multi-dimensional arrays, and it is used to store similar types of data in tabular-like structures with rows and columns. In a 1D array, we only use index to only one index to access the value. But in 2D, we uses two indices, one for the row and one for column, because 2D matrices look like this in the form of rows and columns. 0, 1, 2, 3. These are the columns. 0, 1, 2. These are the rows. And the indices will be look like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, and so on. That's why we always need two indices, one from row, one for row and one for column, to access the elements of 2D arrays. Okay, and the syntax for declaring 2D array is data type, then array name, then the row size, then column size. Data type, it can be of int, char, etc. Okay, array name, it can be anything, arr, 1, size, season, or anything, x, y, z. Okay, row size means how many vertical lines do you have, and column size means how many columns do you have. For example, let's declare an multi-dimensional array. It will look like int arr 3 comma 3. So how it will look? 3 rows, 3 columns. How many elements will it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It will have 9 elements. Okay. Now let's about operation on multi-dimensional arrays. Okay, accessing and updating elements in 2D arrays is just like in a 1D array. The only difference is that we use two indices instead of one for the row and one for the column. But when it comes to the searching, insertion or deletion, there is a logic similar to 1D array, but the implementation uses nested loop because we are dealing with both rows and columns. Okay, for example, you can say that this is our 2D matrix. Okay, now we want to insert a new element here. So what we will have to do, we'll have to insert a new row. Okay, that's what, and what we have to do after that, we have to shift the entire column to the right. In 1D array, what we were doing, we were just shifting the elements, but here we are shifting the entire column. Okay, or if we are inserting here, then we have to shift entire row. Okay, further we will learn about it. Okay, so let's start about operations on multidimensional arrays. We will taking few examples like searching, or we will see another one example so you can get an idea. Okay, so let's start with searching. So how we will search an array? How we will do it? For example, we have this matrix 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Okay, these are our indices, and the elements of this matrices are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so let's see in this code what we will do. Firstly, we will put I is equals to 0. I should be smaller than rows. What is the number of rows here? Rows is equals to 3 and column is equals to also 3. Okay, so let's start. Is 0 is smaller than 3? Yes, that's correct. So we will go inside. Is 0 is smaller than 3? Yes, that's correct. So we will go inside. Now we will check if arr I comma j. What was I? That it was 0, and j was also 0. And we want to search 4 here. Okay, we are searching 4. Is arr 0, 0 is equal to key? Is 0 comma 0 is equal to 4? No, that's not. Okay, so what we will do, we'll go again here. Now the value of j is 1. Is 1 is smaller than 3? Yes, that's correct. So we will go here. Is 0 ARR 0 comma 1? Now we will check about here. Is ARR 0 comma 1 is equal to 4? No, that's not. So we will come here again. Now the value of j will be 2. Is 2 is smaller than 3? Yes, that's correct. So we'll go inside. Now we will check it out. Is 0 comma 2 is equal to key? Now we will check it out. Is 0 comma 2, that is 3. Is 3 is equal to 4? No, that's not. So what we will do, we will get out of this loop, and now the value of I will be 1. Is 1 is smaller than 3? Yes, that's correct. So we'll go inside. Now the value of j is 0. Is 0 is smaller than 3? Yes, that's correct. So we'll go again inside. Now 1 comma 0 is equal to key. 1 comma 0, where it is? It is here. So we will check it out. Is 4 is equal to 4? Yes, that's correct. And when we found, we will mark it as found, and we will break out these both loops, and we will get our element at 1 comma 0. That's how we perform searching in 2D arrays. Now let's take one more example, that is insertion. How we will insert? Okay, for example, this is our same array with indices 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2. Okay, and the values are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So what we will do here, for example, if we want to insert a new row, then how we will do it? Because we always have to insert a row or a column. We cannot insert single value. Okay, why we cannot single value? Because if we are inserting a single value, then this is not a matrix, it will be destroyed. Okay, that's why even if we are inserting a view value, single value, then we have to also insert zeros. Okay, that's why we always have to add a row or a column in 2D matrices. Okay, now when we are saying that I have to insert, it is same as insertion in 1D arrays, what we were doing there. And there were three types of insertion: insertion at the beginning, insertion at the middle, insertion at the end. Okay, in the same way, we can insert a row at the leftmost part, or we can insert a row at the center, or we can insert a row at the end. But okay, and when we are inserting a new row at the starting or middle, then what we have to do, we have to shift the columns to the right. Okay, and when we are inserting a new row at the end, then there is no need to shift, it is the easiest part. And there is one more thing, we can insert also at the top. If we are inserting at the top, then we have to shift the rows downward. If we are inserting at the top or at the middle, then what we have to do, we have to shift the rows downwards. But when we are inserting a new row at the end, then there is no need of shifting. So that's why the concepts of 1D and 2D are similar, but instead of the data elements, we have to deal with the rows and columns in 2D. Okay, now in the next part we will learn about sparse matrices. Thank you.